Hello everybody, welcome to Digital Charcuterie. It's me, your old friend Andrew Fantasia, or maybe your new friend Andrew Fantasia. Maybe this is your first time ever clicking on this channel. If so, oh boy, welcome aboard. You have stepped into quite a world, my friend. But happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. This is our monthly holiday Marvel United playthrough with the fun holiday themed spin. For St. Patrick's Day, you know what? It was tricky. And I ended up, maybe it's just a cop-out, maybe this is the laziest choice possible, but I just went with the theme of everybody's Irish. We have our team being led by Banshee, arguably the most Irish Marvel character ever, followed by his daughter Siren, who I just learned was his daughter, thanks to comments from the fans, so thank you for that. And apparently, Daredevil's Irish too, which makes it even more fitting dramatically because we are facing off against his nemesis, Bullseye, who is so Irish that Colin Farrell played him in the movie, and in his first scene there was a song playing where the guy was just saying in the song, "Top of the morning, I'm Irish," and the lyrics just went on like that. So this is as St. Patrick-y as Marvel characters can get, at least the characters from Marvel United. I don't know, maybe there's a Marvel character in some deep cut of a comic somewhere who's like a leprechaun or something, but we don't have him yet, so we're going to settle with this. Speaking of leprechauns, though, if you like leprechauns, you should check out We Were Wizards, the fantasy novel that I wrote, because one of the main characters is, in fact, a leprechaun. And you can get that on Amazon right now in 3 different formats. So what are you waiting for? Go read some fun fantasy adventure stuff. In the meantime, though, let's keep occupied with this delightful Marvel United playthrough. Nothing special with the locations or anything like that, except I decided all the good guys should be starting here on Muir Island because that is the only location that I can think of that actually is located in Ireland. For those who don't know how Bullseye works, he works like this. So when a hero is KO'd, he doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, he's going to be giving them one of these KO tokens, and the heroes will lose when they have a number of KO tokens equal to the number of heroes, in this case, 3. They'll also lose if any location overflows. So overflow is bad, and we have Central Park up there, so overflow is already, the clock is ticking on that front. And when he bams, he's just going to deal 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to him because he's shooting things at them. So there's his health right there. Everything is set up and ready to go. We've got Avengers Mansion up there, Central Park, the Excalibur Lighthouse with that great Sega Genesis theme running through my head, the Shield Helicarrier, and the Savage Land. And that's all we need to play Marvel United. So let's get set up and let's get this party started. All right, I think that ought to do it. I wish I had a green play mat for this. That would be fitting. But in the meantime, Bullseye is going to take his first turn. In DC Superheroes United, if you want to do a green play mat for season 2, yeah, let's rock on that. Okay, Bullseye is going to do 3 and then a BAM and then drop some civilians. So he's coming right to us. Boom, boom, boom. We are in Ireland, so it makes sense he would come to us pretty quickly. So he's going to deal 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to him. So it's a good thing he came to us because he's not hurting us. All right. And we are in a hiding place right now, which says if Bullseye's in this location, he cannot take any damage. But that's a problem for down the road because he's not taking any damage right now regardless. We got a bigger problem, namely the Savage Land is already full of people. And we cannot let that slide. So we got to send somebody to Savage Land, and we got to send somebody to Central Park to clean up so that no overflows can happen. All right, Banshee, what do you got for us, my friend? I haven't used Banshee in a long time. As you can see, I am playing with double wilds because I like double wilds. They're fun. And I know my buddy the Meeple Monkey will agree with me on that front. Okay, well, right here we've got Sonic Blasts, double punch in an adjacent location. So even though that 3rd punch on his card is wasted, I'm just going to go for that because that helps us clean up the Savage Land, ba-boom, without even needing to set foot in it. Okay, so that is off the table. All right. Now, we are looking at Siren, who I have never used before at all. It's my first time looking at Siren's cards. I'm going to just quickly make sure. There we go. Just a tiny bit more light. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but there we go. Ooh, well, she has given us a punch, or rather, Banshee has given us a punch. I think I'm going to play this move and heroic. That punch is getting wasted again because there's less thugs on the board than I thought, but that's okay. It's early days. So let me go here and rescue a civilian from there. And there's nobody to punch, but that's okay. All right, Daredevil also has his double wild card. I was actually going to use his equipment, but I can't find the equipment card. I can't remember where I put the promo equipment. So I'm going to have to check back through my boxes and see. All right. I think I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for the Radar Sense. Gain either a star or a punch token for each location you enter this turn. So let's move Daredevil 2 spaces, 1, 2, and rescue a civilian. And because he entered 2 locations, he gets a star or a punch token, and he gets 2 of them. So I'm going to take the star and the punch token, and right away I'm going to spend the punch token to punch this guy. And I'm going to spend the star token to put something down on that threat, because those striking unseen threats are pretty dangerous. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Bullseye, your turn. 0. Bam. Ooh, okay. So Siren's taking a big hit right now. So he's not moving, but he's shooting at her. She would take 1 damage, but because she's on striking unseen, she takes 2 damage. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna lose the vocal trance here and this 1 heroic. All right, so now Banshee's pissed off because Bullseye just took a shot at his daughter. So he's not having it. He's not having it whatsoever. And he's going to let Bullseye know exactly how angry he is. All right. So I am going to do this. Even though it doesn't give us any cleanup. Yeah, even though it doesn't give us any cleanup, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stun Bullseye. Stunning wave. So that puts a stun token on a villain or henchman in his location. Next villain turn, their BAM is canceled, and this token is discarded. Now, I actually took I don't have BAM tokens, or rather, I don't have stun tokens in here. So all I'm going to do to denote that, so everybody knows, I'm just going to turn his card sideways, just so I remember. So now, Banshee has 2 moves, and I'm going to move him to the shield helicarrier. Okay. All right. Now Siren's going to go. She's got 2 of the same card. Well, it's no contest there. Just going to play that. So she's got 2 moves and a punch. Let's just bring her right over here. 2 moves and a punch. Clear a bit more of the lighthouse. And now it is not Bullseye. It is Daredevil's turn. And I think... Okay, see these diversion cards here say, as long as this threat is in play, heroes cannot defeat Bullseye or win the game by any means. So they're pretty, they're a necessity. So I'm going to play this double star right here. And Daredevil's going to punch this thug. And then he's going to move here. And he's going to play 2 heroic actions that he can put down on diversion. All right. Now, Bullseye's BAM has been canceled, so all he's going to do is move and put people down. So he's going to move 1, and he's going to put down 3 thugs. Okay. That's not bad. Ooh, but Muir Island is hurting now. Oh no, we've neglected our home base, everybody. Is this going to come to bite us in the bottom before long? I don't know. I hope not. Okay. All right, Banshee. What do you got for us? Well, this might seem like a waste, but I'm going to play these double wilds right now. And I'm going to get Banshee to move twice with those. 1, 2, and then use Daredevil's 2 stars to rescue those 2. Just because Muir Island was scaring me right now and everybody else is really far away from it. All right. What does she have? She has this sonic scream, which I've never seen before. So deal 1 damage to each thug in an adjacent location. You may discard any number of action tokens to perform the same number of punches in that location. Huh. Well, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that sonic scream. Okay, so she's got 2 wilds from Banshee, so we're going to use 1 wild on this diversion. Boom. So that is clear. You got rid of the diversion. And that was 1 wild. So now we still have another wild, a move, and her ability. So let's use her ability now. So she's going to scream, and it's going to deal 1 damage to each thug in an adjacent location. So boom, she got rid of 2 thugs on the shield helicarrier. And then she's going to move. Actually, no, I lied. She's not going to move there. She's going to move here. She's going to use the last wild to put a star down here. Lovely. And here is Daredevil's hand. Let's go ahead and play this 1 heroic action. And we will just take him over here to help her out clearing one of those nasty threats. Okay. Bullseye. What do you got for us? Ba-bam! He's got a 1, a bam, and a lot more civilians. Okay, so he's going to go there. He's going to bam. He's going to shoot in each adjacent location, but there's nobody to shoot. And then he's going to put civilians down. All right, civilians are coming on the board. Central Park is filling up again. See, guys, Central Park is a very dangerous place to be at night. Because Bullseye's there shooting at you. Well, I think this is a no-brainer here. I'm going to play this move in heroic with Banshee. Banshee is going to move himself over here and use 2 heroic to rescue those 2 civilians. And that way, those guys clear up and Avengers Mansion is not full anymore. Oh, and she's got another sonic scream. So let's hang on to that until we get to a situation where there's a lot of thugs. Okay, let's do this then, a move and a punch. So now she's got 2 moves, a punch, and a heroic. Well, 1 heroic. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to leave diversion for now. So we'll do 1 move, punch a thug. Another move. And she's going to put a heroic down there. Okay. I'm not too worried about Central Park overflowing just yet, so I want to get one of these out of the way because that's a pretty powerful threat. And, okay, so she has given Daredevil a move and a punch, which is actually not doing him much good. Unless he plays a double wild, that's not going to help him. But I don't want to play the double wild just yet. So instead, we are just going to play a single wild. To get rid of that. That's the wild. He's going to get rid of that threat. And now he's just going to move, and don't worry about the punch. He's just going to go to the Savage Land and hang out there and safely assess the situation. Because now Bullseye is going to move. Ooh, and he's going to strike at Daredevil, just like he always does. So 1, 2, he's moving 2. He's bamming, so he's going to do 1 damage to Daredevil. So I assume we're losing this single heroic. That's fine. That could have been way worse. And then he's putting thugs on the board. 1, 2, 3 lonely thugs. It's okay. I think we're doing a decent job of staying on top of everything. All right. Banshee's still mad that he shot his daughter, so he's not playing around. We have a wild from Daredevil. So let's go ahead and so if I punch any more thugs, boom, that starts. So we don't want to do that just yet. Not just yet. So let's play this single wild. Actually, no. Let's play this star. Okay. We're going to use the wild to move here and the star to clear that. Whoops. And that way, that is almost complete. And he can now move people from this location to any other if he wants. I think we're okay for now on that front. I think we could be in worse situations, so we're going to leave that. And we're going to play her single wild. And she's going to use the wild and the star to rescue the 2 civilians. All right. Now, the question is, can Daredevil clear 2 things at once? Ooh, I think he can. I think he can. All right. So let's have him. Yeah, why not? I know it's only 1, but let's go for 1 anyway. He's going to play that. Star and a wild. So he's going to use the wild to punch the thug and the star to rescue this guy. Because he rescued that guy, he gets this move token because he gains 1 move token for each civilian he rescued this turn. So that is his now. And both of these have been cleared. And since those other threats have been cleared, that means we can start putting the hurt on Bullseye. All right. Now he's mad. We have made him mad. 0. Impossible shot. Deal 2 damage to each hero in the location opposite to Bullseye. And he's definitely mad. But the good news is, opposite the Bullseye, there's nobody there. Avengers Mansion is empty. Please come again. All right. That could have been way worse. Okay, Siren. What do you got for us? Well, there's a star there that Daredevil gave us. So I think, honestly, because Excalibur Lighthouse is getting pretty full, we'll just play this simple move and a punch. And we will move. That is Banshee, right? Yep. Punch and star. And that just clears that up. Now, Siren. Ah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, so she's going to play this move and heroic. And what she's going to do, she's got 2 moves. She's going to use 2 moves, a heroic, and then she's going to punch Bullseye as revenge for him shooting her earlier. Nice. And now she may move to any other location. Does she want to move to any other location is the thing. Okay, he's already had 1, 2 cards where he does 0. So I'm going to take a risk and move her to Savage Land. Just to be safe. Let's see, unless he gets a 0 and a bam here, or a 2 and a bam, and then I'm in trouble. 5 and a bam. That's all right. Actually, that helped out a lot. That just saved her life. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, he's shooting adjacent. There's nobody adjacent. And then he puts down a thug and 2 civilians. All right. Siren, listening to those instincts. Well done. Okay. Good thing about Bullseye is because of his plot, he doesn't populate very much. So less fiddly bits to worry about. Okay, Daredevil's turn. Well, I think I see exactly what has to happen here. We're going to play his double wild now. So we will use his 1 move token that he just got to move once. Another move, he will use the star from Siren to rescue that civilian. Then he'll use her move to move again. And then he'll use 2 wilds, ba-boom, ba-boom, to punch Bullseye twice. And it is now Banshee's turn. And Banshee is... Banshee might be taking it home, my friends, with these Sonic Blasts. So let's play Sonic Blasts. Because I think we have just earned ourselves a victory. Getting revenge for his daughter. This all works out. So Banshee is going to, he's got 2 wilds and a punch in this. So he's going to punch once to punch Bullseye. Oof. He's going to punch Bullseye again with 1 wild. Oof. Then he's going to use the other wild to move to Central Park. So he's flying above Central Park right now. And as he flies above Central Park, he is going to use his Sonic Blast to punch twice in an adjacent location, which is exactly how many health points Bullseye has left. So he's like, uses his Banshee powers, and Bullseye's like, oh, that's so loud. Oh, I'm Colin Farrell. Oh. And Daredevil's like, nice, I didn't even have to do anything. And we have achieved a St. Patrick's Day victory, thanks to our Irish team. And I think it's only fitting that this Irish superstar right here is the one who dealt the final blow. He is the most Irish Marvel character that I know of anyway. So yeah, I think that worked out swimmingly, and I like this a lot. Wow, we did it. Nobody got any KO tokens. Siren came close, but we're safe, and we have defeated Bullseye. Not the hardest villain in Marvel United, so I'm not jumping for joy or anything. Though, fun fact, the other, last week, I finally won my first victory ever against Mr. Sinister, and that was a big deal for me. That was a huge deal for me. But Bullseye is nowhere near as hard. However, it was a very nice gesture that we were able to defeat him to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And Daddy and daughter are safe, and everything's fine. And Uncle Matt is there too. And afterwards, they're going to celebrate by going out for delicious Irish cuisine. I'm not sure what that entails, but I'm sure it's great food, and then they're going to enjoy themselves immensely. And they're all going to wear green. Daredevil's going to put on a green costume, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And Bullseye is going to be busy being in jail, so he's not going to have any of that. They'll just give him some bread and water. Is that still a thing they do in jail? I don't know. But anyway, that'll do it for this St. Patrick's Day playthrough of Marvel United. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That was over quickly, but hey, that's what happens when you got such a stellar team going up against somebody like Bullseye. I will see you here next time on Digital Charcuterie as we continue to make the wait for DC Superheroes United a little bit shorter and a whole lot sweeter. See you next time.